Well, on this channel, usually the road takes us to a destination. Today, the road kind of is the destination. A little local ride and meeting up with a subscriber. Well, we're out here with Tim today. We're going to do the Castle Hot Springs Road. This road takes us pavement up to one of the entrances to Lake Pleasant, and then we go from dirt from there, and we'll end up in Morristown. So it should be a pretty easy little road, and there's a little spot that we'll stop by and check out. There's Lake Pleasant, a little oasis in the desert. If I'm not mistaken, it's one of the bigger lakes. In the greater Phoenix area. Yeah, this road's a pretty scenic road, and I was explaining to Tim, one of the slid right out of that one. The attraction on this road today is Castle Hot Springs. It's a resort that was built in the 1880s, and they restored it, and we'll get to that later, but they've gone and looks like they've improved a lot of these roads, or this road, to accommodate traffic in and out of there. They keep this up pretty nicely because it is a way for people to get around. There's houses and stuff up here way out, as you can tell by this Lincoln Town Car in front of me, pulling some four-wheel duty. Well, we come up on the hot springs. And it doesn't look like you want you stopping here, so we shall continue on. So this is about the best view I can get. This is all private property now, but this is Castle Hot Springs. It's a resort, and I really wish I could get you a view of the main building. This has just been restored. That yellow building out there is the main building, and they just really restored this in the last couple of years. It's been vacant since the 1970s. And this is Castle Hot Springs. It was built in the 1880s as a health resort. They said it was like a medical place. You'd come here and you recuperate, and the waters would heal you, that kind of thing. As time went on, it became more of a vacation destination. However, in the 1940s, right after World War II, John F. Kennedy came back. They flew him into Cow Springs. There's an airstrip up there, and they gently took him down here. He had sunk his PT boat during World War II. He spent 3 months here, something like that, recuperating from his injuries. It was kind of a cool note to the whole thing. But it's nice to see that it's been restored and it won't just melt into the ground. More of the same Castle Hot Springs property. That's like the back property. Doesn't look like they've renovated it yet. Yeah, Castle Hot Springs Road's in the best shape that I've ever seen it in. Expecting to have to slog through some sand. Which we're not at the end yet, so. Somewhere out here there is a natural feature called, it's either Devil's Gate or Hell's Gate or something like that. And there's not any trails that get you to it, but you could ride up a wash and get yourself there on a dirt bike, I do believe, but Google Earth can really fake you out sometimes. If I didn't mention it before, I'm going to mention it again. This Castle Hot Springs Road starts out right by Lake Pleasant and cuts through these very scenic hills. and ends up in Morristown. There's that gate right over there. It's either Devil's Gate or Hell's Gate or some foolish satanic name. There's got to be a way to get over there, right? Anyway, I'm fooling around today. Some experimentation. YouTube has been fighting the 1080p crowd that have small channels for a while now. And I won't get into all the fishy details, but I'm trying a few different little processes. And hopefully we can get a little better quality on the used tubes. I can't get too big a file size, otherwise my redneck internet won't ever upload the video. Right now, for a 20 or so minute video, it takes about 12 hours to upload. Slow elk. Well, never having done this road all at once, it's kind of neat to do that. And never really looked around too much. It is really nicely scenic. Well, that was Castle Hot Springs Road. I want to thank Tim for coming along with us and enjoying a little really scenic ride. Castle Hot Springs Road. I appreciate you watching. Please comment, subscribe, like, and share. Adios. Mirror came loose.
What's that?
My mirror came loose.
Oh. A lot of people complain about trail erosion with bikes and stuff, like bicycles and motorcycles, but then nobody looks at those for tearing up trails.
Yeah, and those things have they don't have that their rear diff doesn't let go on the corner, so one of their tires is digging up. Yeah, one of their tires is always digging stuff up. You want to go first?
Oh, sure. You go straight?
Just stay on this road. Don't take any offshoots. It gets a little steep, and there's some pretty good corners on it, so just be aware of that. Before we head up the hill, we go down into a wash. Sometimes that can be full of water.
Okay.
You'll notice it by the trees.